welcome back everybody. So you remember that build I was telling you about, the 7.62 by 39 upper from Bear Creek Arsenal, and of course that Palmetto State Arms lower that was just decked out with all the Magpul. Well, here's some of the accessories I'm going to be putting on it. Of course, I got a Monstrum. I got the upper riser right there, but I really want to talk about this Sig Sauer. Now, I'm a super huge fan of the Nikon series, man. The Pro staff that they had, the BDC, was bulletproof, super duper clear, but for some dumb reason, Nikon literally backed out of a market that they were like almost monopolizing in. No one could compete with the clarity, the consistency, and the longevity of it. Matter of fact, I have one on my 308 and it's been bullet. So I don't understand why Nikon backed out and left this huge void. But guess what? The Sig Sauer really has stepped in to fill in the void from everything that I read. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this one. But here's the thing, you'll get to know this about me. I don't believe everything that I read. If it ain't tested, if it's not put through the actual trials and tribulations of what you would actually put into an AR, if it doesn't have round after round after round, if it hasn't been dropped, if it hasn't been water tested, it hasn't been fog tested, it hasn't been put in the freezer and tested time and time again, and then a longevity follow-up, I don't know about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you guys, because if it ain't tested, it ain't tried, it ain't true. So, but I really am actually excited because it does have some really cool features on there. Now, if you go to like a Bass Pro Shop, the Bella, the Academy Sports or anything like that, you'll actually see this online from anywhere from like $160, $170. Amazon, man, they've blown them out at $89. That's right, $89. The sight picture is super duper clear. It has the adjustable handle, as you can see right there. Has come stock with flip up caps, and I've already been ranging things out and looking at my backyard, and it is crystal clear. So I'm going to take this to the range. I'm going to finish this build out on this Magpul Palmetto State Arms lower, the 7.62 by 39 upper from Bear Creek Arsenal, and of course I'm going to be testing this bad boy out right here too. This riser is extremely important. You can have literally the best scope on there, but whatever riser or rings you put on there is crap, it's not going to stay true. So we're going to be testing both the Sig Sauer and the Monstrum riser at the same exact time. I'm going to do a couple other follow-up ones. I'm going to drop this, I'm going to throw this in the backyard, I'm going to put this in a big old thing of water, and I'm going to dunk this bad boy before I even get to the range. I'm going to throw it in the freezer. Let's see how fog-proof this sucker really is. And we're going to find out if it's as true to its quote-unquote reviews as it really says it is. This is American Viking Testing, putting it really to the test. That's right. I said I would do a drop test on this sucker. Let's see how it goes. Yep, so apparently I got this a little bit dirty when I did that drop test, throwing it out in the backyard. Hey man, I'm gonna put this through the test. I'm really gonna see if it's really gonna hold up to what it said it's gonna do. But let's go ahead and give this bad boy a little bit of a bath, shall we? Now, typically I would have a big old fat Tupperware to do this kind of thing, but for some reason I can't find it. I am married and I do have 6 kids. All right, I'm going to give it a little bit longer. Shake it around in there. Let's just make sure it gets all kinds of water in every crack, crevice, anything that it can take water. Fully submerged. Alright, now we're going to freeze it. Alright, right after that water test, that's right. Right in the freezer, you can see the ice in there. It's not going in the fridge, it's going straight into the freezer. Right next to, of course, the burgers we're going to grill tonight and some sweet potato fries. Let's see how long this can last in there, and we'll see exactly how clear and how long it lasts on the range. That's right, fresh out of the freezer. That frost is no joke up on there. I've been holding it, walking it outside so you guys can see. But it's frosted all the way around. I had it in there for over 45 minutes right before I got ready to grill. I mean, if you're gonna test, you might as well eat too. Let's see how it does at the ring. All right, back again. It took a little walking in, but as you can definitely tell, once you walk that sucker in, and just right there, holding on. I mean, that's a tight grouping right there in the dead middle. Even when I was walking it in, I was putting it through basically almost the same exact hole. That's that BCA upper. That's 7.62 by 39 upper from Bear Creek Arsenal. I mean, it is just right on the money. Matched it up with that mag pole from PSA. Got that Palmetto State arm lower. And of course, gotta love this new scope, man. This new scope is so clear, it's so nice. Sig Sauer has definitely stepped up. Looking forward to what else they release out there, man. So now we're just gonna throw some more lead down the range and go from there. All right, so wrapping up the final review, I'm gonna be reviewing all three products. And matter of fact, I'll also just go ahead and threw that the Monstrum's riser on this because that held up flawlessly when I was testing it. It did not shake, it didn't bend, it actually stayed true in zero. Having a great scope is absolutely pointless if your rings or your risers are garbage and just will not stay true. On to the next thing. I already talked about the riser just a little bit. I was actually pretty impressed. I got this Monstrum riser off of Amazon for about half the price that I've seen it at some of the stores, and it's absolutely a great riser. It's the first riser that I've had from them in this style. I got some other Monstrum stuff, but this riser is absolutely great. But on to what I am probably just as impressed as the lower and the upper is this scope. This scope comes from Sig Sauer. Like I said in the prior videos, I was a super huge fan of Nikon. Nikon did an absolutely amazing job when it came to scopes. I still got one on my 308. I got another one on a 22. They just are crystal clear. They're flawless. And you can bang them around. They stay true, and they're just dead on when you need them. And that's when you're out in the hunt and you're going through the woods. You know, God forbid you do a drop, but when you pick it back up, you want to still be tried and true, right? Let's just be honest. That's what we all want, because things happen, things get bumped around, whether you're using it for tactical, whether you're using it for hunting, whether you're using it for home defense. You want longevity out of every product that you buy. This Sig Sauer, after Nikon backed out of the market and left a huge void, Sig Sauer definitely stepped up. This thing is crystal clear. Now, I already showed you that I took the sucker, I threw it in the backyard, okay? Then I took it and I dunked it underwater. Then I threw it in the freezer for about 45 minutes, okay? And then after all that testing, after all that abuse, I took it to the range, and like I was saying with that upper and lower, those groupings were tight. It was absolutely amazing how dead on accurate this sucker was. My wife enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I love just some of the features of course, having those flip caps. They come standard with this. I love the adjustable, having that knob right there makes it so much easier just to sort of dial into things. And I beat the living crap out of this thing, and it acted like it never was even touched. So thoroughly impressed on the Sig. So if you're looking for a great scope for hunting, for tactical, for self-defense, whatever you're using it for, look into these Sigs. Now, at some stores you can get them for about like $160, $170. They're blowing these things out online for $89 on Amazon. So if you're looking for something that you know is going to hold true, I mean, it's almost deer season, and so it's coming, so I'm getting excited myself. And you're looking for a great scope, man, I'm telling you, invest in a Sig. If you need a riser, the Monstrum riser was absolutely amazing. You can get that on Amazon. Also, matter of fact, they suggest that package. That's sort of why I got both of these together. And then if you're looking to build a nice AR platform, I'd highly encourage you. Palmetto State Arms has a lot of great products on there, even their normal stuff. I just saw this with the Magpul and I just had to get it. I love Magpul stuff. It's never failed me. so that's why I like it so much. Like I said, little bit of creep on that trigger, you know, but you know, for just a standard trigger and getting a whole tire lower for $169, you can't beat that. And of course, Bear Creek Arsenal. I had a buddy of mine turn me onto that. He's done like 3 builds from them. This is my 2nd build from them, and it's been tried and true every single step of the way. So I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Bear Creek Arsenal, just because I'm a fan of things that will actually last and perform the way they say they're going to do. Hence why we do American Viking Testing. We're going to put some other stuff to the test. I'm going to take out a crossbow here soon. We got a barnet that I'm going to put through the test. Got some other survival gear, survival knives, but beat the living crap out of them, just like you would see Jay Nielsen on Forge and Fire. I'm going to be banging in trees, anything else I can find, sharpness tests, all kinds of stuff. I want to see if those reviews and what they claim their knives and their bows and everything else is going to hold as true as this build. This build, I'm thoroughly impressed because I have not had one single flaw besides for that darn magazine. I mean, everything was flawless besides for that one darn thing. And I can live with the trigger. The trigger pull on this thing, it's not bad. I mean, I have heavier trigger pulls on some shotguns, some other things, just for an AR, like a little bit lighter. Other than that, man, this thing is absolutely amazing. And you know, I suggest going out, man. If you're looking for a build, Bear Creek Arsenal, Palmetto State Arms, definitely get yourself a Sig Sauer if you're looking for a scope. Don't look anywhere else, because that's one of the things I've probably blown more money on. Read reviews online, seen people open boxes online, get the exact same thing, and it's crap. Get another one that I've done the same thing on, absolute crap. That's why we do what we do. We send things down range, we take them out to the field, we truly test them, and then give you an honest review. Because if this was crap, I would tell you it's crap. I'll tell you every piece of part of it that was absolute garbage. But this is tried and true, and I look forward to giving you a longevity video here in a little bit.